Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be installing my front fender flares. I actually started installing them the other day, but I got a little frustrated. I was drilling a hole and I ended up drilling it too big, so I'm going to be using a wall nut right here instead of a rib nut, because for the back and basically every side I ended up using rib nuts, and I actually bought the tool to install the rib nuts. Originally I was planning on going with walnuts, but last minute I changed my mind. I went to go buy the tool and I started putting rib nuts on it. But I actually already did the side, so I already, drilled the holes, rib nuts, wrapped the flares, so this side looks good already. And I did this at first just to make sure I don't run into any issues while making this video on the other side, because I kind of realized that other videos I kind of fucked up a lot. So now on this side I kind of know what I'm doing since I already did the other side. Just a little update with the car. I actually never showed the interior, but when I got this car, the interior, basically it had no rear seats. With the bottom section, the cushion, it didn't have no rear seats. It came with Evo X seats, and I ended up selling those. And the center console was missing, like the shifter boot and all that stuff. I actually found some STI seats from a 2012, I believe it's 2012 Subaru STI hatch. And I went to go pick up the interior, but I'm pretty happy, just because it's the the red stitching and it matches the steering wheel that I bought. The only thing that bugs me is that now the interior doesn't match with these door panels. And I was actually thinking of buying them from the guy, but I'm still kind of debating on it, just because even if I were to buy the door panels, then the door panels still wouldn't match with the dash, since the 2000, I believe the 2008 to 2010 STIs kind of came with that kind of like what is it, kind of like a grayish color. You can tell right there a little bit better. Yeah, so that's the trim that I bought, and that's the color of the interior. But I still haven't put the center console. It had a stereo, it had a stock stereo, but it had a CD stuck in there, so every time I would turn it on, it would make a clicking noise. So I did take that off and I wrapped it. So now I just need to buy a stereo, and I got seatbelts too, since the car didn't have seatbelts. And to show you guys the back, so that's how the back looks. But I am gonna I'll put a little picture. I did take a picture of how it looked, and so you guys can see how it looked before I actually vacuumed it and put the seats in there. What's up, guys? It's a new day. Last night I finished up drilling the holes and putting the rib nuts on the fender flare, on the driver's side fender flare, and this is how it looks. And I did have some issues with the fender flare. I didn't record it, unfortunately, but it was just because this fender, when I cut it, I just went straight right there, so when I put the fender flare, that the actual metal fender kind of like bent, or was pushed back, and when I would open the door, it was hitting that. So what I ended up doing is I just I ended up saying fuck it, and I just cut the fender, the metal fender, went just straight up right here, and I grinded it right here, trimmed it a little bit because the door was hitting right the metal fender. And I mean, it looks pretty good. I just need to wrap it. What I'm gonna do with the fender flare is I'm gonna do an inlay right there. You can see that body line right there all the way down. A black inlay right there, because I saw it on another car with the same kit, and it actually looks pretty good, and I liked it. End result is gonna be like right here. It looks pretty good. I like it. Just because I don't know, I just like it. So material got here. When I first ordered that satin red chrome, it was maybe like around like 2 months ago. And since then, Tech Wrap's material is a little bit different. So now they don't have the paper backing. Now it's yeah. So the backing's a little bit different now. It's not that paper backing. This right here, show you guys. Yeah, so this is that paper backing, and the adhesive on the old one is silver, and now the adhesive, the new one, it's white. Which put a piece on the car and it's a little bit off, which kind of sucks. And I don't wanna rewrap the whole car, so I'm just gonna go with it, unfortunately. So I'm hoping it's not too noticeable. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping the fender, and then I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna put silicone on it too, kind of like this fender. I went ahead and laid the knifeless tape. So right here, that's what's gonna make the cut right there. And I'm following the body line on that. Hey, how's it going, guys? So unfortunately I did end up selling the Subaru. I ended up selling it to a big YouTuber. He's from Spokane. His name's Devin Nemela. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I figured I'd sell it just because it needed a ton of work. It just needed a bunch of little things, and then it wasn't running right, so it needed engine work, and